stone tokens that have been placed haphazardly along the calendar, to unknown dates or of importance.
Zildin points to the statue. Well, aren't you glad we took a look around now? Don't see that every day. That's impressive.
I would say that's Zeus.
Who's that?
It's one of the. I think it's the main god of this. Belief system that they have on this world. He would be the main. He'd be the toughest or the most powerful one.
You're getting a crazy amount of evocation magic coming from the javelin that he's holding.
That thing will produce magic.
Huh.
Sitting next to him in the chamber beside is a statue of a healthy motherly figure that sits upon a throne. The throne is patterned with a panther skin and peacock feathers on the back seat. She's wearing flowing robes that cover most of her body. Her headscarf. She's wearing a headscarf with an open face and a diadem upon her head. She's holding a scepter aloft in her right hand and an empty bowl in the other. There's a stone altar at her feet, and you notice that there are little depictions of women that are pregnant and giving birth along the stone altar, and you get the sense that maybe that's the point of the altar, is a place to give for children to be born.
Who's the fertility goddess?
Frescoes along the wall depict her riding a chariot pulled by giant peacocks, and other images that must be sacred to her: pomegranates, feathers, cows, lilies, lotus feathers, and lions.
Wait, Zildin points to the chariot pulled by peacocks. Well, that's just silly.
Let me just.
I've seen peacocks. They can't do that.
Lily is having a giant
Too
skunk
small.
following you
That's
around.
really tiny.
I'd personally get a tree to do that. They don't tire, you know. Ashtonborth.
Okay. You do feel power coming from these statues. There isn't any specific crackling magic like lightning, but the altar does have
I'm gonna take my lightning javelin and toss it at the lightning bolt.
Fuck. Lemmy dives out of the way.
Okay, so you take one of your javelins of lightning, and it goes surging into the lightning bolt that he's carrying. The lightning then strikes, kind of swirls around the lightning bolt, and then it strikes the bowl, and the bowl is now full of dancing electricity.
Let me dove out of the way.
You take off one of your javelins.
I checked one off, yeah.
Okay, but the bowl is now like full of magic.
I think we know where these lightning javelins came from.
Oberon's now approaching. He's gonna have a look. He's gonna cast a identify spell and try to identify the purpose of the bowl. Because that's what wizard expected to do.
Awesome special effects. That's his purpose.
Okay. Is anyone helping him? You have to be able to see magic to help him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast detect magic for everyone.
Okay, Uker can try and help.
Knowledge Arcana?
No, it's a spellcraft.
Oh, spellcraft.
I think Uker can help. Yes, he can.
Enough about fertility,
helps.
goddess. There's a flashing lightning bolt in the other room.
Damn right.
Uker can tell you. What
Yeah, I aid.
Okay,
I aid
so
him.
2 aids plus an identify spell. He rolls a 39 total.
Nice.
I believe the purpose of this is to bestow an item with electricity.
Like your lance, perhaps.
Yes, it may be a bit slower than just simply touching it.
Should I perhaps leave my lance inside the bowl?
Yes.
Very well. Riding forward, he plunges the tip of the lance into the lightning bowl.
Okay, you notice that the lightning is now dancing around in the bowl, plus along the tip of the lance. I believe that a single weapon laid in the cauldron would gain the shock quality after its removal.
How long should it lie there?
He does some quick calculations, and he's pulling out his book where he's simply shocking. Yep.
Magic math!
It's not as efficient as I would hope. No offense, great bearded man. I think it should last for 1 day for every 10 days that the weapon lies in the bowl. And
A powerful boon.
it might only be able to do this for one weapon at a time.
Well, then perhaps we'll leave it there for now.
Okay, so you're leaving your lance on the altar of Zeus to be charged by by his own thunderbolt.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Want the blessings of Zeus on my lance? That's awesome.
The feeling that Galeth has from the room, though, it's like you get the sense that while he's on a simple throne, he's kind of a like a clashing and terrible god. You don't get the sense of like order and justice from him. Like he's like some primordial force compared to how Tyr and Nuada are depicted.
Okay.
You just feel a little bit at unease when you're kind of before the big swirly-haired bearded.
Yeah,
type.
we're in a big, powerful god's house.
Yeah.
Show some respect.
Yep.
If he offers blessings, we take them. We don't make him.
Fire lightning spears
around
at
the
his poster.
backside. So these are kind of like open to the front, and then you find another hallway that zips in between, and it actually there's a room that is as large as Zeus's and Hera's chamber put together. The entryway is kind of coming back towards the way you guys came in, and there is a hall that to one side there's a massive gold and bronze framed mirror that is probably the biggest mirror that any one of you have seen. It is dominating the far wall and is probably 20 feet high and 20 feet wide. So that's to the left, and then to the right has been chiseled. There's rubble, and the frescoes have been defaced and marred with black paint, scorch marks, and physical marks from weapons, picks, and obvious claws. The mirror is extremely dirty, but it doesn't look like it's marred in any way. Also adding to the rubble, it looks like there might have been a statue kind of at the far side of the chamber, opposite of the mirror, and that's all been busted into unrecognizable bits. You get a headache every time you turn your detect magic towards the mirror, because you start detecting your own magic.
Okay.
Huh.
Is that supposed to happen? Hey, Oberon. Take a look at this. Start detecting magic over here and then swing by the
I'm
mirror.
gonna bounce a lightning javelin off of the mirror.
Friggin' Lemmy dives again. He's like, you stay in front of me.
So basically your paladin is not only your rogue, but it is your wizard as well. Okay, so the lightning javelin turns into lightning, and then
It's the wall like the spell.
bounces back towards you. Make your reflex save.
Okay.
And let's see who's unlucky. So if you roll a 1 on a d2, you're standing in the path of the lightning bolt that goes flying back towards
Hey,
you guys.
I said I dove out of the way, man.
Yeah, I know. That's called reflex saves. So
Oh,
I'll roll for Oberon. 1, he's unlucky. I'll roll for
I'm unlucky.
Lokrik. He's unlucky.
Stop lining up behind me.
And then Uker. How much damage does the Javelin of Lightning do?
It's a 5d6, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll because it's the DM being mean. 20 damage.
What is the saves on these things?
wait. Did I get lucky or unlucky?
If you roll 1 on a d2, you're unlucky.
I didn't. I didn't roll.
Roll.
The reflex save should be as per an item, so 13 should be 14.
Pretty wimpy, yeah. Look.
Reflex save.
Made it.
Lokrik failed. Oberon made it. So if you made it, you take 10. If you fail, you take 20.
Yeah, DC 14.
Take 20 damage.
What are you doing?
Alright, the 3-hour deal is off. We're exploring this entire place before we even come close to that statue. Do we have a deal?
You're a silly twat. That's why.
It's because of this reason, the exact same reason, that we're not talking to her right now. If that thing hit you, how much more can you take before you go down?
I love how you guys are exploring. We're doing it fast and loose.
Take all his items away from him. This one needs supervision.
Why are you wasting those marvelous javelins?
Bloody hell! I've no clue why he's got weapons like this.
Wasting them. I've just discovered the purpose of this magical mirror and the lightning bolt in the main hall.
Oh yeah, and then
Have you?
Uruk Cho needs to make his reflex save because
Oh, yes.
All right.
Zap.
zap.
So I'm gonna do 20 healing. You're wasting my resources and yours. Quit it.
No,
No.
we're discovering things quicker.
You electrocuted me.
And me.
You either go exploring, you go exploring on your own like that.
Oh no, the wolf didn't make it.
Okay, and then
We've
Lemio healed 28.
everyone's healed. I've already wasted half of my healing because of this crap.
Oh, you already healed 20 damage?
Yeah,
I've
he
already
then
healed
28. So I think
Ah.
Uruk Cho's
All of-
fine. Isildan,
Make
you were
a-
wandering
make a
around.
spell
You do
craft
one more.
check.
You do one more of those, and you're on
Check
your
to
own.
get through the cursed damage.
The healing doesn't get
How
through the
about-
curse damage.
How about you ask us before you do something like that? That's what we have spells for.
Oh, you
You're
know,
making me waste
ask a
my
wizard.
energies. I'm
Or
not
you-
appreciating this at all.
Or at least ask us to stand back.
And he gives like Galith like a tap on the arm. Like it was still pretty fun.
Oh, come on. None of you are in any real danger. And at least now
Do
we
it
know
again.
what's
Do it.
Fine.
Halfling's pissed off. I can't believe you. You're supposed to be. Why are you acting so crazy? Aren't there supposed to be laws against things like this? Throwing magic around?
Not on my world.
On my world, there is.
I have to agree
Well,
with the
not from your
dwarf and
world.
with Lemio. Just a bit of forewarning would be nice. Poor Lemio here was standing there concentrating on his spell.
And then bang! Bang! It smacks his head. I'm losing half of my beard.
Well, I'm sorry I injured you. I didn't mean to. Just wanted to see what would happen. This place seems tuned to lightning.
Yes, the fact
why we
that
ask.
the mirror wasn't even marred by it. It deflects spells. I wonder what else it does.
It deflected
I'll leave
my
that to
detection
you,
of magic.
Magicians.
This is something we'll have to spend more
Why is it-
time with. He goes up to it. It's like he's got reverence for the mirror, but he refuses to touch it. Like he wants to pat it, but he's not touching it.
Yeah. I'd be careful.
It's terribly dirty. Maybe someone like covered it in grease and dirt on purpose.
And now they can't prestidigitate it.
Oh no, I'm becoming clean!
They smashed good.
Says Zucker. Smash good. He's kicking the rubble around and trying to have a look. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Somebody did seem to have great prejudice against this art and this statue, or whatever was in stone here before.
Angry invaders? Perhaps our serpentine rabble.
Perhaps the dragon did that, yeah.
Maybe one of these gods hates snakes.
I don't see a lot of serpentine imagery around here, to be perfectly honest.
Well, maybe they smashed it.
But not so many snakes. Maybe.
So the mirrored hall's there, and I'm just going to center things a little bit more. You've done about half of the chamber.
Yeah, let's keep going, I guess.
The last half is dominated by a very large room. There's a great pillared hall. It's circular. It's dedicated to almost this entire strange pantheon of gods depicted in relief. Some minor statues and frescoes along the wall. Looking down from the heavens above is chief amongst these figures, which is the bearded strongman with a crown of eagles, like actual eagles flying around his head, armed with a scepter and his bolt of lightning. Whatever was once in this chamber has now been replaced by a gigantic trash heap of broken and moldering furniture, moth-ridden tapestries, broken statuary, tangled and rotted vines, broken weapons, and garbage mixed in with bones and molted scales. It's this massive trash mound in the center of the room.
Oh, that's...
So dragon's friend, no doubt.
Fucking damn dragon.
His handiwork.
Yeah, probably.
Well, that bastard got it deserved.
Orphyx said, as he goes over and picks up a scale, Orphyx said that the dragon used to have its lair here.
Ah, so he did. I guess it wasn't fit for him once he got bigger. I suppose if we're planning on staying here, we should clean this place out at some point.
Ooh.
It wouldn't do for the gods to be insulted in such a manner.
Right.
I'm sure Ukra and I can make quick work of this trash.
Where do you want it to go?
We'll push it over the side for now. There's a cliff face to the... I don't know if that's the north, but there's a cliff face that direction.
We do now or later?
Later, I think. We'll finish our exploration. I don't want to rush Lemio.
There doesn't seem to be any magic coming from the trash. The dragon likely
No.
moved to his most precious hoard.
I think it's just the dragon's idiosyncrasies at work here.
Let's do. Let's leave this area and start looking at 19, 17, 18.
Okay.
19's right there.
19's a bit of a creepier building. A grand gargoyle of a three-headed dog guards a spiral staircase that leads down into the earth.
Knowledge religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get this one.
Sounds good. We should go down right now. Oh god.
I lightning bolted.
Yes.
Let's see what we got
16.
here. 18.
You remember from what you know about this pantheon that a three-headed dog guards the entranceway to the underworld.
If this is correct, then that is supposed to be a three-headed dog that guards the underworld. That's the entrance to the underworld. Well,
I think that's a bit
assuming.
of a... Just because it's a statue doesn't mean it's actually the entrance to the underworld. Perhaps it's simply symbolic. There might be a dungeon down there, or...
Let's put one rule down. Let's not go down there. How's that?
I had no
Not
intention
yet,
to do
anyways.
so.
I'm just stating a rule.
Why not? It's just stairs and stone dog. Isn't that right, puppy?
Well, to be fair,
That's
the
the-
mirror was just a mirror until we threw a lightning bolt at it.
All right. Detect magic down the stairs.
Aside from protections over the stone, there is no obvious ward or additional magics in the pavilion of Cerberus.
Alright, Echo. Hello, 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 hello.
The spiral staircase disappears after one coil. Kind of, you can't see. It is a solid center, so it's.
Can't see around it.
Nope. The spiral staircase is large enough for a large creature to go down, though.
Okay, I'm going to look at that one after. Alright, let's go to this one over. Actually, let's just go to 18.
Okay. You skirt around 19. 18, for those who have divine connections, you immediately recognize as you cross through the threshold that you've entered holy ground. What is the alignment of your gods?
Neutral good.
Neutral good.
Actually, hold on. Yggdrasil, he is neutral good.
Sir Galeth feels very off here. The ground seems to be consecrated with some sort of primordial force, and there are etched symbols of chaos. The upper courtyard is scarred and marred with past explosions and violent strikes against the stone, and the lower courtyard is visible through an opening in the wall. Stains along the bottom of, like, kind of going from this opening down this part of the this face of the stone. There are stains that are visible there. Perhaps some of them are blood. And kind of a chute where you maybe could spread water or oil or blood down upon those that have gathered in the lower structure. Give me a knowledge, architecture, engineering.
No, I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't think I've got that.
This place is unsettling.
No, sorry. History, nobility,
It's not so bad, really. I mean,
religion, that's all I
Okay,
got.
so Oberon points out that this place somebody has attempted to build a roof for multiple times. He's pointing at, like, weird bracings and broken pillars and support beams.
Okay.
As you basically enter chaotic holy ground, you're not too sure to what god, but we're going to call this the Court of Power and Broken Things.
The Court of Ruin?
Power and Broken Things.
Okay. We'll set up a Court of Ruin somewhere else.
Okay.
I mean, if
And,
justice
and it's really off-putting to Galeth.
I'd rather not
Okay.
remain here unless there's need.
I agree with that one. This place is giving me the creeps. 10 to 17. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
the magic that is coming from this entire area is suggesting that it is even more strong than a consecrate spell.
On 17 or
18.
18? Okay.
And then your religious, like, more primordial religious practices or more base religious practices, probably the sacrifice of animals. You hope just animals happens along that gate, and then the blood is kind of spread down upon those that receive the blessing. The walls are showing signs of being cracked by great
Yeah,
energies.
tries to go to leave this foul place.
Yep. Uker doesn't seem to mind. He's like, ooh. Just shrugs.
That place just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You are much more comforted by this building. You enter in through a series of courtyards. And like it doesn't need walls to disguise their religious ceremonies, you enter into an area consecrated to good called the Altar of Heavenly Grace. It is an open-aired altar adorned with engraved celestial symbols of goodness, hope, and beneficence. A small storage shed is used for supplies of religious nature. You do find a little bit of oil and incense, but again, it looks like the dragons broke into here and smashed a bunch of stuff. This altar immediately makes all of you feel like that there's hope in this place, and there's hope in your quest to return
This
to your
altar?
homes. Yeah, this altar right here.
What the hell can't I click? Oh, there we go.
Tis a bastion of
That one.
good, of righteousness. Do you not
Well,
think-
I'd like
I
to
like it
try to
here,
heal
too.
you, Gareth. I'd like to try to heal you here.
Very well.
Knowledge. Just try, I guess.
Sure.
Knowledge, let's try. Eh?
Knowledge. Religion or what?
It is of the same strength as the consecrated court of power in Broken Things.
Beyond that,
Do I sense it to be more powerful than the other place?
What other
Than
place?
the Shrine of Victory?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it there. What the hell? See what happens. I'll throw a cure.
What's the alignment of your god?
Neutral. Neutral good.
No, it's neutral.
Neutral.
Okay.
Good.
So you try healing a spell. Roll a caster level check.
Okay. 1d20 plus 5.
What
Light
spell
fire.
are you using?
It's Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
It's one of my first level spells.
This is where you learn that Yggdrasil is uncaring. Uncaring tree.
Not 20. 25.
25 is not 26. So you
It's just
feel
me.
with great confidence. You feel like I can do this. This altar is powerful, and Lemio channels some powerful energy into into Galeth, and his cursed wound still remains.
I'm going to try my lay on hands on self.
Okay. What's the alignment of your god?
Nuada? Lawful good, lawful neutral, I forget.
I think it's lawful neutral.
Hey, look. Oh, no, lawful neutral.
Okay, what's your caster level check as you lay on hands?
I'm gonna use... Yeah, I'm not gonna use anything. 24! That's not enough.
These are awesome rolls, but no, it does not break the horrible curse of the clay golem.
Azildan will give it a try.
Okay. What's the...
Neutral good.
Alright, there's a +1 caster level check to this.
If I roll a 20, I pull it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I don't.
Lucky 13. Okay.
You had your caster level.
Okay, so you've tried three curing spells, and this curse is still holding true. You didn't feel quite the connection you were expecting here when you cast your spell, Lemmy and Sir Galeth. Azildan did, though. You could feel like the altar of hope kind of pouring through this place. And Azildan recognizes that this is a good holy ground, and it doesn't care what god you worship. Like it's almost like they constructed this place to be generically good.
Yeah. This place is righteous and pure. Doesn't matter who you worship. It's wonderful here. You're just kind of looking around like, this is great.
Azildan gets the sense that a great amount of things in the name of goodness have been performed around this altar. And when you did cast your spell, it's almost like an echo of it filled your head.
Okay.
A brief flash of perhaps priests or other things being intoned around the altar.
There's much history here.
Tis a righteous
Really?
place. A holy place.
Okay, where to next?
It is good that we defend this, should it become necessary.
Lamia, where you want to go next?
We'll let the little
Well-
gnome decide.
Let's try this one first.
Okay. Upon entering this set of buildings, you get the sense that this Spartan building might have once been a library. It contained a place where scrolls or books or tablets might have been kept, and scriveners' tables, like tables where scribes would write. A main chamber in this Spartan building also contains an altar with ancient symbols of order on it, and Galeth feels a tremendous amount of invigoration from this place.
I'll use my lay on hands here.
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
While you feel it being boosted by one caster level, it's not enough to overcome the curse, and we're going to call this the Temple of Laws.
A good place. I like it.
Outside in the temple, you find a well-pruned and ancient-looking olive tree, and there are some olives that are on the olive tree that are radiating magic. Lemio recognizes these right away as the olive tree produces good berries.
Good berries.
I will eat one.
Okay, you feel nourished as if you had a full meal, and it's got an olive taste.
A waffle taste.
And then there's a small building. The door is open, but it might act as a holding cell. There are
wait, Marty.
Yes.
Those good berries also heal 1 point. Does it heal Galeth?
Oh, interesting. The olive tree produces 3d4 magical olives as per Goodberry spell, caster level 1. So no.
Too wimpy.
But you do feel nourished. And this little building is a holding cell. There are like shackles that you can chain someone to, or at least like the base where you could actually put shackles through. There's an iron reinforced door, and it has an amazing lock on it. You don't seem to see the key anywhere, and there's nobody in the prison. But you also get the sense that there is a powerful barrier in the prison. And give me a spellcraft check.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
$24.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for your wizard. Your wizard gets a... not enough. A magical prison is just what I'm gonna call it.
24?
No,
If you have
24
bad
is,
people, we'll put them in the prison of magic.
24 is not enough.
Shit, son.
Somebody created a very good lock here. Very good.
It'd be a useful holding cell if we ever needed one.
Yep.
As strange as it sounds, this place has everything we might need to be champions of the gods. Temples, barracks,
Everything that you
storerooms.
might need.
And what do you mean by that?
Wizards need a salad bar, is what Sierra said. I think that was about the tree, but it's still pretty
Right.
funny.
Perfect.
Where is the
Wizards need
some funny shit.
libraries, laboratories, observatories.
What you're really describing is space, which we have plenty of.
I suppose.
If you want an observatory built or a library built that there isn't room for already, well, talk to Uka here. The man can lift a stone bigger than my entire body.
Oh, getting stronger by the day.
That's a scary thought.
I find it more heartening. He's a good man.
Oberon plucks one of the olives and sniffs at it.
I don't know that I've known a man with a bigger heart than Uka. And
Big
if his
heart.
strength matches his heart, then
Well, no, literally, like his heart must be about this big in order to pump that much blood into his brain.
As big as your head.
I'd say a little bigger, maybe if you include the beard.
the
Yeah.
heart as big as a horse, and the strength to match.
Here, get the one up there.
And he picks Lemmy up by basically his back and points him high up into the olive tree and gets you to pick one of the olives for him.
Oh, this one? All right, yeah. Eats it.
Hey,
He turns it around, hey, and then gets you to pick another one.
I'll grab him one.
Okay, each of you has an olive, or is anyone refusing to eat?
No, I think we all eat.
Okay, so
These
you
are
all
fine.
feel nourished after your days fighting and exploring so far. There still are many buildings that haven't been poked around in.
One of the ones in the south of the wall.
And then
right?
your
Or east
exploration so
south.
far has been cursory glances into rooms to see what you can find. You guys haven't been like
We're not spending
archaeologically
like,
searching
through every
rooms and
little-
yeah.
Get out your toothbrushes and fine tooth combs.
So the rest of the places, there's about there's a handful of buildings outside the wall, parallel to the place where we, between the two stages, I guess.
Well, let's not worry about those yet. We should investigate the stairs next. Unless you'd like to go
Alright.
talk to your mother.
No, I prefer the stairs.
I thought you might say so, my diminutive friend.
There's division in the ranks.
It's quite a compliment. On my world, the little people are considered to be sacred. You leave out gifts for them, show them respect that they might not curse you and bring you good fortune.
I'm cursing you right now.
I wish you wouldn't say such things.
Monkey. To show you.
Uker puts Lemio down.
Alright, fine. Are you all ready to go to the stairs?
I should think so.
No, I'm ready.
Alright. Get your olives, Phil, and let's get out of here.
Won't take no more than we need to eat. These olives seem supernaturally filling.
Well, they're... We druids, we create
yeah.
some very similar ones like that.
You can do such a thing.
Which characters in the party have full babs?
Uker.
Who's got the least
Locust,
babs?
Sir Galeth. Okay.
Uker, Sir Gallup,
Lokric.
Lokric. I think that's it. Well,
I am considered to have a full bab using two-weapon fighting when
you're
using
flurrying, yes. But
flurry
you
of blows.
technically only have half bab.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys are heading towards the steps, you, those that have full bab, which is Uker, Galeth, and Lokric, hear a voice. And immediately you know where the voice is coming from. It is coming from down the spiral steps in the pavilion of
Cerberus?
Cerberus. Yeah.
Bring me weapons, and I will give you power. Come to me, warriors.
And all of you stumble a little bit, like you get flashes of his words came not through like just on the wind, but it was the sounds of thousands of people fighting on your worlds and other worlds, and it was the clash and clamor and the noise of it that it spoke through. Like you're all kind of stumbling as three of you are obviously having issues.
What's the matter? You
Oh,
okay?
wars, fighting, in my head.
By the silver hand, what is this?
What are you talking about?
Come
Yeah,
to me.
It says as the clamor of thousands fighting. It was dying down in your head. You can still hear it as Zildin's asking what's going on.
You do not hear it. The voice.
Oh,
No, can't say nothing to do.
It's the earth from the underplace.
So not. Oh, well, that explains it. So you're hearing voices now.
Do you not?
Oh. Were these voices telling you to throw lightning bolts about?
No. No, they ask to bring weapons. Weapons beneath the earth. Down below. I hear the sounds of battle. Screams of steel upon steel. Armies clashing. Tell me you do not hear it.
But I
I didn't hear it.
don't hear a thing. You two also hear this, or something very similar to?
yes. I heard it as well. It wants us to go down, not up.
Well, I didn't hear it.
I think up is a more heavenly kind of way, whereas
Well,
down.
let's look at what we know.
Religion. 5.
That, from my teachings, that leads to the underground, hell, and that, according to the goodly dragon or snake, leads to good places with power and all sorts of things. I think I will go with the goodly ladder or
I do
goodly
agree.
steps.
I'm going to opt with goodly as well.
But I'm concerned about why something would call to us from below.
Well, perhaps there's some introspection you need to go through. In the meantime, stairs going up, huh? How's that for fun?
Take more strength to go up.
Suzuka.
It is the more righteous path.
There we go.
Yes, these stairs lead somewhere.
Locrick's looking up.
I think I see it.
You're with us, friend dwarf.
Yes, you guys can see kind of now a bit of a shimmering in the air, right as the stairs end.
There is something. There's something. It's there. Is it a portal, a doorway?
Oh, yeah,
Well.
something similar.
Do you see
Only
it?
one way to find out.
Let's go. There's no reason to wait. Galloping forward on Wolfie McWolfer Bite.
I think it's safe to say we all just move forward.
Yes. And I'm going to expose a map. First, I'm going to copy your tokens.
It's a good idea.
Oh, I copied them on the other computer. Stop moving them around for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll say.
Well, I'm your side, governor.
And I'll make this.
Hey, British prostitute.
Oh, you can't say that.
2 pence for a go, Gav.
Careful around the bush, governor.
There we go.
Just a belly and out and out.
And I need need a token called the White Wizard.
Don't be a stranger.
It must be getting late. 'Cause
It is.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean?
Where did the old man's mini go? Give me a second. Rune Shard. Old Wizard. That's why I'm not getting... I'm like, White Wizard, why is my index not working? You guys, one by one, or almost in unison, take that last step up into a place that you continue to see. There are steps and a way beyond. There's a sky filled with stars, even though that the place you're leaving behind was day. The steps ascend, and you're in this dark plain, like not plain as in flat ground. And in the center is this really ancient-looking ziggurat that ascends to a top, impossibly high and impossibly large, that is at the center of everything that you can see. These glittering constellations of stars above you, this milky white in some places because the stars are so dense. In others, they are clear and they are bright. It feels like the wind, there is a wind between this place that is whipping over the plane, like this plane is going fast, or the wind is really going fast. And you definitely get the sense that you're somewhere else.
My God, it's full of stars.
The image of the White Wizard appears beside you. And in Augustan tones,
You have climbed the celestial stairs to Zenith, temple of the constellations. Here reflect the lights of stars from 1,000,000 worlds, those which have had and do have need of heroes. As one constellation is in decline, so too does one new one ascend.
and he starts walking with you, or like starts walking towards the ziggurat.
Well, I suppose we should follow, maybe.
Ascend and take
You
your
get-
mantle.
you get live.
And then his image flickers as he's talking. Like it warbles and flickers, and he continues. Ascend to take your mantle of power. Ascend now with your companions 6 in number to form your constellation, and to take your place amongst the stars. But heed my warning. He flickers again, this time a little bit longer, and he continues mid-sentence. Ascend and take a mantle. Are no longer beholden to a mortal's fate. And he flickers again. And then he starts saying other things, and his image just kind of goes away.
Wait,
Hell was that?
come back, explain.
Maybe if we go back down to where we came, it'll start over.
Also, an awkward thing happened when Galeth went, or when Galeth went riding through with the wolf. It was only him on the other side that came out. So you kind of landed on your feet, like the top of the stairs, and you look back and the wolf wasn't down because you only see the stairs going back.
Oh,
The wolf
fell
didn't make
40
it up
feet
here.
and died.
that's okay. I can train a new one in 3 days.
Just this weird wind, like this whole place is moving quickly, but the stars are still in the same spot. It's really strange. You take a few steps forward and you're already at the base of the ziggurat.
What does it mean?
Well, I think our answers just lie up top there.
Yes, but
You notice the White Wizard's actually waiting for you right at the top. Somehow he's already up there.
Well, maybe he's got more answers up there. I don't know.
should we go though?
Lemmy's already climbing.
Lemmy's...
As Zelden looks back, like, is there a portal back, or
You can see the light of the stairs that lead down, like the stairs that you ascended. It does look like you can get back.
Guys, it's fairly obvious. This is how we get bonded, and this is how, when we're together, we're more powerful. Come
But
on,
is that something
fate
that can be done?
awaits us.
Is that truly our fate?
I believe so. It feels
Wait.
right to me.
weren't you the one saying can't defy the will of the gods?
No, you're right. The will of the gods brought us here. This must be what they want.
Only the way to know what's up there is to climb.
Well, screw it. This is what I want. More powerful is what I need to get rid of that big bloody thing on Yggdrasil. Probably what you all need as well.
You're gonna climb the side then, Yuko, not take the stairs like the rest of us weaklings?
Be careful, my little friend.
Good idea.
Seeking for power by itself can often lead to your own destruction.
Well, that's why there's 6 of us. We'll all go down together.
With the things that I saw invading Mythloros, I will need power. I'm with Lemio.
God.
He never mentioned anything about invading Mythloros.
Wait, what's going on in Mythloros?
It may be an isolated incident. At least that's what I'm hoping.
I hope all our instances are isolated.
And he actually
It seems that all of
shivers,
us have a story.
Like there's something like so wrong that you kind of went. "Brr."
Anytime you want to talk about it, we'll listen. All right, let's move forward. Who's
Go up
coming?
those stairs, I suppose.
All right.
Good luck to all of you.
All right. Hope you all survive.
Do I?
Are you moving up to form a line?
Yes.
The 6 of you begin to ascend in unison. What is strange, and Uker actually smiles at this, that Lemio's strides are just as big as Uker's.
Well,
As you're
presumably mine too, since I'm
Yep.
wearing fucking armor.
Yeah, you all seem to be ascending at the same rate. As you begin to
Why am I
climb,
going so slow?
you begin to feel
good
confident
one.
in yourself and your companions. You begin to hear
Well
the
done,
echoes of
Top Gun.
those that have ascended these
Sorry.
stairs before you. This place, while the gods may very well have created it, it is not for gods,
Oklahoma.
and it is for mortals. As you begin to climb these hollowed steps, you are leaving mortality behind. And as the White Wizard said, you are ascending to take your mantle, and should you take your mantle, you will no longer be beholden to a mortal's fate. Upon reaching the top, you look back down, and you see your life that had led you up to this moment kind of pass before your eyes. Like everything from your birth all the way up to the craziness that led to you becoming here.
All
Okay,
of our backstory, yeah.
And you are reminded of the things that you have been left behind, that the things that you were plucked from, the things that are ahead. And you get a sense that there are people now looking at you with interest. You get a sense that the stars themselves might have magic behind them. And you see this really, really interesting pattern of stars that seems to be fading away, and then another one after it that's a little bit darker, and another one after it that's really dark, and another one after it that kind of disappears. And you see this other constellation of stars, kind of in a roundish collection, that seems to be coming in just into view overhead, right at the zenith, right straight up above you. There is another milky white one that's kind of like blurry and maybe a little bit of light beyond that one. But there is a feeling of lost hope, as you'd expect that the stars that are going in descension, the constellations of them seem to go on forever, but the ones that are coming up, it just seems to be dark. Like there's only a few left.
I'm sure that's not important.
You rise up on steps and join the white wizard that is standing there. You hoped it was the white wizard, but again, his image flickers. It flickers like the magic that had his image here. Magic that should be permanent may be so old that it's fading. He looks exactly like the man that was dead.
Oh.
Around the base of the plinth of stone. There's a strange circle with 6 smaller circles all around it. No one of these circles is more prominent than the other, and there are lines that go between the 6 circles.
All right. Lemmy's gonna step onto one.
I examine the
There
circle.
are, as you guys all approach and are sort of looking, each of the circles now is got this weird rune that is on it. And when you look at the runes, all the runes are different. You know that each of these runes is a path. And the paths are thus. A constellation you automatically know consists of an archmage, a champion, a guardian, a hierophant, a marshal, and a trickster. The white wizard annoyingly tries to say something, but it flickers right in the middle of it, and he just seems to be pointing at the circles.
Ooh, I call Archmage.
As each of you are kind of deciding what path
Champion.
you'll take underneath this celestial sign, the stars are actually moving. You don't even know at this point in time what the constellation makes. And the white wizard just seems to be waiting, like he's already given you these instructions.
I stand upon the Guardian, knowing that to protect others is my calling.
I'm going to make you guys roll the initiative of fate.
What?
It's a d20 roll to determine in which order you select your path.
Okay, the first one for me is going to be Azildan, and the second one will be Uger.
Yeah, and I'll just open a text file, or I'll open the initiative sheet to...
17 for Lemmy.
Uker wants to be a Hierophant. That's what I heard him tell me.
Yeah, I believe so. I do remember him saying that.
Okay,
So
so
Autumn's screaming right now.
Azildan, Uker, Lemio, Galith, Lokrik, and Oberon. Alright, what was the roll, Azildan?
Azildan got a 7.
Just a straight d20 roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 7. Yeah.
Uker got
15.
Lemmy,
17.
Galith,
5.
Lokrik. Somebody want to give me a roll for Lokrik?
Sure. 10.
And someone want to give me a roll for Oberon?
Please get less than 5.
6.
Fuck!
Okay.
You're just gonna tease him Archmage!
As all of you are moving forward, you realize that some are able to move forward and choose before others do, and it's just perhaps it's the idiosyncrasies of shedding off your mortal coils and becoming the things that you will become. Lemio, you are the first to choose your path. The paths before you, again, are Archmage,
Hierophant.
Champion, Guardian, Hierophant, Marshal, and Trickster.
Yeah, Lemio is gonna go with Hierophant.
What? For what purpose?
Okay? Lemio stands on top of this ancient symbol of Hierophancy, and you can feel the strength and the connection to Yggdrasil. Lemio knows that from his hands will be the potential of reaching and protecting Yggdrasil, the potential to stretch Yggdrasil into new worlds and to save it from the world